Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing a stunning 7-mile hike. This circular walk has a little bit of everything. Medieval towns, beautiful parklands and serene riverside paths. We're starting right here at the magnificent Arundel Castle, the ancestral home of the Duke of Norfolk. But we're not going to be staying in town for long. We're going to be heading up into the Duke's plantation and searching for a hidden gem known as the Hiorne Tower. So let's get going. So the walk starts at Arundel Castle and almost straight away you're heading into the town centre here. It's a medieval village. It's really beautiful. Lots of antique shops, lots of cafes as you'd imagine. So that was the little town centre. It's very, very popular and there's not really a great deal here, but it is quaint. And during the summer months, it'd be hard to find parking space anywhere around here. So this here is the entrance to Arundel Park. Hidden inside this parkland somewhere is a tower called the Hiorne Tower. I'll talk about that more when we find it. Let's go and explore. Yeah, we're back on the familiar chalk paths of the South Downs. We're hoping this walk's not going to be quite as muddy as the last. Fingers crossed. That'd be nice, Kate, wouldn't it?
Well, here's hoping I could do with a nice clean walk this weekend.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. Yeah, so that was the Hiorne Tower, commissioned in 1780s. It was the 11th Duke of Norfolk that commissioned it, as he was wanting a few extensions to the castle. You know, as you do in a castle. And he commissioned him to build him a sample of his work. And that was his sample. So after he finished the Hiorne Tower, the Duke went and looked at it and pretty much said no, wasn't to his style. So it's just sat there as a folly ever since, but it is beautiful. If you look up the word folly in the dictionary, it pretty much translates to a pointless but beautiful building. And translated into French, it means delightful. I think you'll agree, it sure is delightful. So around all the edges of this hill, you can see what's called the Duke's plantations. And in years gone past, at the Hiorne Tower, they used to fly a red flag on the top. And that was when the Duke and all his cronies would be out in the valley bottom and around in the plantation shooting. so it'd be there to warn you. Yeah, excuse my out of breathness. It's quite a hill, that. You can see we've come from right down in the valley bottom there. You can actually see the sea right up there in the distance. I don't know if you can see it on this camera, but it's got to be one of the biggest South Downs vistas that you can get. Just open spaces, blue sky for a change. We haven't seen any blue sky down south, probably the same up north, since before Christmas. And it's now middle of February. It's been really tough. Certainly makes you feel a bit gloomy when all you get is rain. But hopefully we're coming through that now. We'll have some more of this, please. You can see off over there in the distance, that's Amberley, where in our last video we were walking the South Downs Way and finished at the train station there. See, the water started to recede a little bit, but the fields are still quite flooded. We were just saying, it seems no matter where you go on the South Downs, you'll be walking on the Monarch's Way at some point. The paths must crisscross all over the south of England. Some of the pathways sure offer some wonderful walks though. Yeah, these gates are not conducive to backpacks. This is for all you headphone listeners. Sorry, that's naughty, isn't it? Yeah, this is the little hamlet of Southstoke. There's also a chapel building here. We'll take a look at that chapel on the way past. This is St Leonard's Church in Southstoke, near Arundel, a charming 11th century Grade 1 listed flint church. Situated within the South Downs National Park, it overlooks the River Arun. Known for its simple, serene atmosphere, it features a unique shingled spiralette, intimate interior and is open daily for visitors. So after passing the Church of St Leonard's, we now make our way down to the final stretch of the walk, running alongside the River Arun. Fortunately, the pathway is very much risen on a bank, so there shouldn't be any problem with flooding on this walk. So this is the River Arun, and it's actually the lifeblood of Arundel. It carves a dramatic valley right the way through the South Downs, and famously it's one of the fastest flowing rivers, only second to River Trent. It's also the longest in Sussex at 37 miles. And even though Arundel is several miles from Littlehampton, which is where the nearest sea is, the River Arun is actually a tidal giant. If you ever come to Arundel, you'll really notice the rise and fall of the tide, and also the direction of flow of this river. Because the river is so fast flowing and tidal, the water is often a muddy, chocolatey colour. It's very clean and supports a massive amount of fish and bird life. In Roman times, the river was known as Trisantinus, which actually translates to the Wanderer, likely due to its tendency to meander and flood the local valley. Yeah, so that public house back there is called the Black Rabbit. Even then it's popular, but during the summer months you have to book up days in advance to get a table there. I believe the food's pretty good. I did eat there years ago, but it's been a long time. But yeah, great place to stop for a drink on this walk. This behind me here is Swanmore Lake. There is tea rooms here as well. Do a bang and ice cream in the summer. And just across the road on the other side is the wetland centre, which I'm not sure if you've got to pay to get into or not. I think you have. But yeah, it's really pretty here. In the summer months you can take little rowing boats out. Thank you for joining us on this beautiful 7-mile walk around Arundel. From the incredible views of Arundel Castle to discovering the hidden Hiorne Tower and finishing with the peaceful paths that run along the River Arun to Swanmore Lake. It's been an amazing route through some of the best scenery in West Sussex and the South Downs. If you enjoy coming along on the walk, please give the video a like, it really helps the channel grow. And let us know in the comments if you've ever walked around Arundel or if there are any other routes you'd recommend. And if you enjoy hiking, exploring new trails and discovering hidden spots around the UK, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next adventure. That's all for us. Thanks for watching and we'll see you again on the next one.